All right. As marketers, we do a lot of things to get people to know about our product and hopefully to like us and to buy our product. In certain situations, though, we need to resort to what used to be our most common tool, which is now less common, but still very powerful. And that tool is personal selling. So what is personal selling? Well, this is when we engage in direct personal communication between ourselves as sellers and people that we view as buyers or potential buyers of our product. So when do we do this, or when does this make sense? Well, it helps to do this when we really need to focus on our audience. So if we have just a few major customers that we target, personal selling might make sense so that we can change our message for each individual customer. That's not really something we can do with advertising, at least not in a cost-effective way. So personal selling is good when we need that one-on-one kind of communication, and we need to be able to cater our message to the particular audience. The downside to personal selling, and the reason that we don't see it as often as we used to, is that compared to other ways of reaching many people all at once, it's expensive and it's time consuming. We have to pay those salespeople somehow, and that's going to cut into our profit margin. So unless it really makes sense, for our bottom line, personal selling might not be the way to go. That leads me to the final point here, which is personal selling is not really suited to all products. If we have a consumer product that will sell itself or that we can just put on the shelf in the grocery store and people will buy without us paying for salespeople, that's the way to go. If, on the other hand, we have a highly technical product or we have a very expensive product, a lot of times personal selling helps us to close that deal or to answer the questions that the buyer might have. So a lot of times we see this in industrial products or luxury items. All right, so to sum up, personal selling can be really effective, but it can also be expensive and time consuming. So it doesn't always make sense, but when it's called for, it can be our most effective promotional tool.